I mean, I used to think personally, when it comes to the AI, it's only for the experts or the working professionals, only they can build the solutions, only they are the right people to use the AI. So, how many of you think like that? Can you raise your hands? It's only for the experts or who has a strong development or knowledge skills. So, I have to do some courses or something like that. Okay. So, to prove us wrong, we have AI GATI hackathon winners. Najish Ansari and Aqsa Soeb, let's welcome them as they present their innovation work. So at the end, I am sure along with me, we all agree that our thoughts were wrong because they all are very, I'll give this opportunity to introduce to you both. So we wanted to hear it from you and see what you have implemented.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
hi.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Nirmala. Actually, before we move forward and present ourselves, I would actually request the AI Gati organizers who are here with us to first tell everyone about AI Gati, and then I guess we can proceed with our introductions as well. Is that okay?
Yes, sure. I could see Suvarna is there. So please
Yes.
go ahead, Suvarna.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nirmala. And let me just quickly check in. My partner is here. Listen, are you there with them?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Prasanna.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So first of all, thank you very much for inviting us here, and it gives me immense pride and joy as well to stand here before today. And as we're reflecting truly something special today, AI Gati, which was a premier tech innovation and the hackathon event which we have recently done. The word Gati is derived from a Sanskrit word. It basically means a speed or momentum, or let's say progress. So, in the context of AI Gati, when this particular term symbolizes the continuous forward momentum and the agility of the artificial intelligence, and it also reflects the event of vision of accelerating AI innovation in a thoughtful and impactful way. It was not just about building AI solutions, but it was also shaping a vision which will accelerate ethical and value driven AI agility. And AI Gati, it was a first of its kind of a platform which we have provided or created a space where young AI enthusiasts met seasoned industry experts, the mentors, where they have come up with ideas and that idea sparked into the action, where innovation was grounded into real world impact. What made AI Gati truly unique, it's a sustainability first mindset. Each and every solution, prototypes, each and every pitch was driven by the question, how can AI serve not just today but tomorrow too? So in just short of span of time, these brilliant minds, young enthusiastic, pushed their boundaries and demonstrated AI-driven workable solutions and provided the time-bound creativity and laid these powerful outcomes, which some of us going to show us today what exactly happened when agile meets AI. And today we are honored to have among us all these three winning teams who will stood out with their integrity, passion, and purpose, which they are here for. So after having this event, right, we have some future plans, and we are something which we are doing, which I think Suvarna will talk about and take this further. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Prasanna. So yeah, very rightly put up our vision behind this and what was the thought process behind this, the name as a Gati. So we all know that if we are going to provide a right kind of a direction and right kind of a guidance to these young minds, then certainly it will embark on the state of Pragati. So that was the vision aligned, and while doing so, there was a deeper thought-provoking question was on our minds that when we are trying to build the solutions with this particular AI, rather than just solving today's problem, can we just think about that how can we make it better tomorrow? And with this vision, when we invited all those young minds, all those young talents, and they provided solutions, it was very difficult for us to come up with those top three solutions. I understand, in fact, top 10 solutions were there in the conference to present, but top three was very difficult choice for us. And when I'm reflecting back on the impact we achieved, I must say that these all solutions were very purposeful. They came up with the solutions with those were again very purposeful. Now, coming back to the future way ahead, what I would like to say is like the intent, the way with the intent we started this, our thought process was like how all these new talents, all these fresh talents, I would say they are already with lots of resources available, they are knowledge ready. Now, with the expertise guidance and the experience the we all corporate experts are having with their guidance, how can we make them execution ready and performance ready in our corporate world. So that is something is our future way ahead. And currently there are lots of universities as well as colleges are approaching us, and we have a plans to continue with similar kind of experience, provide creating the platform and provide them this experience, and so that these all talents can come up with all different ideas and help to solve real world problems. So that is something is a way ahead. Rather than taking much of your time, before I hand over mic to Aqsa and Nazish to share their innovative idea, I just wanted to express my sincere gratitude to uh, SSAG and PPGI for giving this opportunity to showcase this talent to with entire audience over here. Over to you, Aqsa.
Uh, Suvarna, before that, I'll request, I think, Satish to just play the video about the AI Gati, which will
Great.
also give us
Yes.
the
Let's refresh the
overall idea about
memories.
it.
Yes, let's refresh the memories.
Satish, if you are there, could you please run the video?
Satish, are we good with that video?
I don't have the option to share the audio. That's the reason I'm checking. Is it
Okay.
interesting?
Or
So maybe
maybe Ketan, if you are
Ketan?
there, if you can share the video.
Yeah, just a second. A last minute request from production incident from me. Okay.
Prasanna, Suvarna, otherwise, can we go ahead with the demo? By then, they'll ensure a video is ready and we can show that.
Sure, no worries.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, so shall we start?
Yes, please. We all are waiting.
Okay, okay. So first of all, I'll start with my introduction. So my name is Aqsa Shoaib. I'm a pass out of 2024 in computer science engineering. And currently, I am with a small startup called Mindex, and I'm working as an AI developer, learning new things every day. And so we start. So Nazish, you can go ahead and introduce yourself, and then directly we'll just continue with the demo.
Thank you so much, Aqsa. So I'm Nazish Ansari, and I'm currently in my final year of computer engineering. And AI Gati was my first hackathon. Yeah. So let's start with the project. So as the world races ahead in science and technology, ironically, we're steadily falling behind when it comes to our health. Lifestyle diseases are no longer exceptions. They're becoming the norm. Day by day, people are forming closer bonds with chronic conditions than with preventive habits. This growing epidemic calls not just for awareness, but for urgent, targeted, and deeply personalized interventions. If we talk about discussing a specific lifestyle disease, then 300 million people live with asthma. And for most, every breath is influenced by something as invisible as the air they breathe. What if we could turn that invisible risk into an actionable insight? Good evening, everyone. We are Prompt Pioneers, and I'm excited to present BreatheWell AI, a personalized virtual assistant designed for asthma patients. In this brief session, we'll walk you through its motivation, core capabilities, and a live demonstration. So let's dive in. Asthma, a condition highly sensitive to environmental factors like air quality. Yet, most available tools are reactive and generic, not tailored to individual needs. That's where BreatheWell AI comes in, a proactive, location aware, and patient specific assistant built to support asthma management intelligently. I will now let my teammate Aksa walk you all through the solution and demo.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nazish, for that wonderful introduction. BreatheWell AI is a thoughtfully designed product for asthma patients. The idea is to cater to the most crucial factors in asthma while also keeping it as personalized as possible. But before we move on, it is critical to note that BreatheWell AI is not a substitute for a healthcare professional. Rather, it's a support tool, much like a family member who just take care of you. BreatheWell AI integrates with real-time air quality data, health records, and domain-specific guidance to assist users in three ways. First is environmental awareness. It fetches localized air quality data and offers protective recommendations. Secondly is, of course, asking crucial queries where patient or their family member can ask some important queries, which in some cases doctors may or may not elaborate on. And then finally, and one of the most important one is health and patient history management. It analyzes historical data to generate summaries, insight, analysis, enabling a better follow-ups and care. Because in cases of lifestyle diseases like asthma, such treatment can go longer for very several years, and summaries and insight is something which is very much necessary. So let's go through the demo directly, and I'll show on live that how it works. Uh, so right now here you can see that I have already like written a query, and it's a general query if I want to ask like what are some tests, or if my doctor says that get an X-ray for diagnosing asthma, it is important, etc., etc. My doctor says, and I want to just cross check that how it is, and then if I ask AI, what it will do is it will go to a vector database where we have curated all this data and we have checked for its authenticity and everything, and then it gives you out the result. As you can see that how X-ray is actually not recommended for asthma diagnosis, it's not even necessary. There are certain, you can see alternatives which are much better, much safer than X-rays, which one should acquire and one can do. And then they can finally have these takeaways and go through this. But okay, this is just like one basic query. But what if I actually want to go through a patient's information and ask some query about what are some uh, allergens or seasons patient should take care? Is something like that. If I ask a question, and for this particular model in this database, it actually has my actual patient information. So now it will go ahead, fetch that data, because all these reports are never in proper readable format. You have to look around and everything. But now it will give you very uh, in a very proper manner, and you can easily see, and you can see that I have seasonal allergies in what area, in what particular months, what are some pollens which are like always there, like I am actually allergic to dust mite and mustard flower and hemp and papaya, so all those things. So you can see that it has taken out from all that documents, and it has projected me the same thing. Now this can be very helpful when you have a lot of big history and everything you want to, as you keep uploading your patient history and everything, it will get better, it will form better recommendations and give you better insights, and it will surely help you in your treatment. Now coming to one more very important feature, which is real-time AQI fetching. So for that we actually have a video, and like just suppose you are an asthma patient and you are traveling somewhere, and you are in some other place or other city, and you just want to see if the environment of weather is okay for me as an asthma patient or not. So I'll just say that what if I do if I'm in Beijing or what? It will go ahead, it will fetch the location, it will fetch the AQI data. It will tell you how the AQI quality is, what is the dominant pollutant, and what are some health recommendations. Now, in the case of asthma patients, this is very much necessary because if the environment is bad, So you have to take some extra medicines. You have to take some maybe extra treatment as well, and accordingly adjust. There are lots of preventive measures which has to be taken. Now let's move forward and discuss. Just a second. Yeah. Okay, and discussed about the tech stack. So it's primarily built in Python. We have taken advantage of Python's beautiful different libraries. We have taken advantage of LangChain framework to in the backend to create it a bit in more like in agentic in nature. We have incorporated some tools. So according to the query, it sees that when it has to call the weather and the location API, when it has to go and fetch data from the database, what kind of data has to be fetched, etc. And for that, we have utilized LangChain framework. We have used Google API for weather conditions, for location coordinates, and all those things. And LLM is only used to give out a more natural language reply. But all the data which you see is actually our own and are from our database only and not from the LLM's database. So that is something which I can say empowers Breathewell AI. So this is also a concept that is called bring your own data. So we have brought our own data to establish more trust, more authenticity, and more accountability. Now, one must wonder that what are some key differences when we use this and we use normal chat GPT, Gemini, Llama, or whatsoever. So I have already talked about how trust and data control is more in this case when you have your own database and you use RAG framework, agentic framework to access that database and make sure that data is in your control. Now, when healthcare professionals can come together who are experts, who are certified, and we know they are certified and they have made this database, as a human, as a patient who may not be familiar that much with technology, can have full trust, can have that kind of trust, and they can feel, yes, I can actually go through this and maybe not to Gemini and ChatGPT. With this, I also have a small incident which actually happened with Gemini. It was that in some country, Europe, in some college, our student was asking and was sharing some mental health problems with Gemini. And Gemini, for because of discretion, I'm not exactly saying what Gemini said, but it was very harmful. It was something which should not be said to any person who is going through mental health issues. And it was very devastating for that person to get that reply. And they do not understand how LLMs work. So they will definitely feel a fear from these kinds of things. But when you market and cater and you include all those things, you include personalization, you include data control, trust, and everything, that's what makes it better. Then, of course, we have real-time integrations. Like if we scale this up, we can integrate it with our smart watches, our fitness watches, all those things. We can get more real-time updates. If someone is having diabetes or maybe thyroid as well, all the things can come together and then give you more better insights, better personalization, of course. So yes, these are some great impacts. It also improve accessibility. In a country like India, where population is growing so much, it is very difficult to handle the escalation of all these situations. So of course, accessibility is something which helps a lot. And these products can really be accessible to anyone who has internet. And scalability is also is something which is a very powerful thing here, because we can apply the same framework, the same concept to obesity, diabetes, thyroid. Maybe there are people who have diabetes or thyroids together, or maybe obesity and asthma together. There are some combinations there. And this can help a lot to all of these people. There is a very big a very big set of people it can actually help out. And that is what we suggest in the future scope, that if government certified experts come together, they build the database, they cross-check the information and everything, and then they build an AI model which uses its semantic understanding of English language or maybe regional language as well, maybe in Hindi, maybe in Marathi, and then answer it in that manner, and then it caters, and then it will help in the treatments as well. So that is our whole plan. And at the end, I'll just like to say that and conclude that Breathewell AI aims to offer not just information, but personalized support for a chronic yet manageable condition. It stands at the intersection of data, empathy, and intelligence. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Najesh, Aqsa, and AI Gati team. It is something like eye opener for me, that way, especially on the healthcare, which is very much important for any of us and all of us. So thanks for showing this demo. So Satish, Ketan, are we ready with the video?
Just a
Yes.
second. Actually, there's a question in the chat, Aksa.
Okay.
So the question is, how are we
Okay.
ensuring
Yes.
personal data is
Yeah,
protected?
I read. Okay. Yes. So for this reason, for this, I mean, for this particular model, I have ensured that whatever data I put about myself, I, uh, I cleared all of that before itself. But when we are doing it on a bigger level, there are certain frameworks which are already there. Like for example, the HIPAA framework, which is marketed in US, which makes sure that patient privacy and everything gets protected. So these are some things which can be incorporated if this scales up. And yes, scalability is something which is a concern. But yeah, when it does, we do have frameworks, and with that, we can make sure that all these personal data and personal data and information can be protected, and only the necessary information goes into our databases. Then, of course, we have some cryptographic principles as well. We can make SSH keys and all those things, and there are numerous ways to actually tackle this problem. So, yes, that is my answer.
Thank you. And I see someone like a great job, Aksa and Najish. I have a pilot project. If you want to explore, buzz me. So for sure, we will be sharing both of their LinkedIn profile in the chat, so you can connect with them in the LinkedIn, have the conversation going for the better future. So with that, thank you so much, Aksa and Najish, once again.
Nirmala, seems like we have one more question as well over there. One person is asking, like, could you please let me know more about the LLM architecture and stuff? So let's say you or Nazis want to take that.
Okay, so the LLM, we are like using 2, 3 LLMs which are already there. But what we have, the main architecture, the framework which we have created is in the form of tools and in the form of framework which we are utilizing it. So LLM is just being used, as I said, just the semantic understanding of an LLM is being used. You can even use any LLM if you have any API access to any LLM. Any LLM can be is compatible with this project. The main thing is a framework. The framework, as I stated, is used by making LangChain. We have created tools. We have created it we have integrated it with APIs. So that is the whole thing which is actually empowering it. And yes, I would just suggest go to LangGraph, go to LangChain to understand better that how this agentic architecture is being created.
Hope does that answer your question? Who asked? I could see like a lot of questions are coming in. So maybe many people might be inspired by seeing your demo. So for sure, I'll try to come up with some mini project, and even I'll try to reach out to you for help. So with the interest of time, we request this group. You can start pouring your questions, and Aksa and Najish can respond to you in the chat window. And also we can get connected in LinkedIn. So with that, thanks again. So Shastri, Satish, can we have that appreciation certification display on the screen for Aksa and Najish?
And Aqsa and Najish, can you share your LinkedIn profile in the chat so that folks can connect with you both?
Yes, yes, for surely we'll just
Yeah.
do that right now. And just one last thing, thank you so much, Team Cognition, Nirmala, Satish sir, and everyone for giving us the stage and opportunity to present our work here. And yes, we'll surely entertain more questions in the chat or even on LinkedIn as well. You can all connect with us and also post your queries. Thank you so much.
Folks, this is only one demo today. Tomorrow we have 2 more demos. So join on time. We will get this opportunity to connect with these young minds and see what's they are doing or what new innovative thoughts they are bringing up. Right?
I
Thanks,
see
everyone.
Jahnavi Pandey raised her hand. Jahnavi? Okay, she just messaged superb work, Aqsa and Nazish. Okay, it was by mistake, so that should be fine. Thank you. So with that,